My name is Sherlock Gamer 44, or the Hero Gamer 44. Again, I keep on forgetting that. Jeez. But yeah, today we're gonna be doing day 7. This is my second video in the series of the Steam Summer Sale. Just looking at the Steam Summer Sale. Or are you ready for a miracle day 7? Okay, first we start off with Company of Heroes 2. A nice little real-time strategy game based during World War II. You're sort of like revolves around the Soviets, the Red Army. It's made by Saga, like a small company in Saga or something. For what it is as a strategy game, it's a very good game. 80 Metacritic score. It looks really good. All the maps are really detailed for a strategy game, and I really like that. Okay, so moving on. But for 874, I'd be a little wary about that, but it's a good game. Next, Counter-Strike Global Offensive. It's just being random again. Damn you, Steam. Sorry, my nose is killing me. Okay, it is a very good game. It is a masterpiece of a game in my opinion. Competitive. It is very competitive. Like some game modes. The graphics are like my favorite game in the series is Source, but then there'd be this. It's a big improvement from Source and like graphically and just everything, but it still has a nice Valve, Source engine feel, and it is using the Source engine, so that's not a surprise. 83. It's probably the most the furthest they've ever went graphically. Steam, or Valve. I mean, jeez. But it's nice. It's one of my favorite games ever on Steam. Next, 4X. We have a 4X strategy game, Endless Space Emperor Edition. I don't like this game because it's strategy and it's 4X, so it even annoys me even more. But and it's turn-based, so I don't like that. 749. It's good for a strategy game, I suppose. I don't know. 77 Metacritic score. I don't know what to say about this game. It's multiplayer, cross-platform multiplayer. But yeah, it's a 4X game. I don't really care about it. Next, we have another strategy game, the Banner series, and the Banner Saga. It follows Irish folklore, the Vikings. It's a turn-based strategy game, RPG. It's alright. I don't know. It's another strategy game, and it's 11.49, a little bit overpriced for my liking. I don't really care about it. It's 80. It's better than that Viking game Blackguards yesterday. That was on sale yesterday. It's a lot better than that. It has a bigger fan base. Obviously, it has a big community actually, quite a big one. Did I cover Batman? I think I did, but I'm not too sure. Sorry, I'm losing myself here. What was it? Okay, so we have Batman. Actually, no. I did do this before, didn't I? No, I didn't. God dang it, I'm losing it here. Sorry, what was it? Okay, so this is it's not a very good game in my opinion. It's probably the worst game in the series, but the other games are excellent. This one isn't. It did bring one thing to the table though. It did bring multiplayer, so that's nice. But I don't think it's implemented very well. It does have open world mechanics, and it is a good story. Like it has great boss battles, like the original, or like the other games did, the previous games. It has all these nice cameo appearances by other villains in this that were in the comic books and stuff like that. More so in this game actually. It's implemented very nicely in this game, and has a lot of bosses. It's actually nice for $6.99. I'd buy that. I think it's a little bit buggy. I don't know if it's still buggy on PC, but it's alright. 74. A little bit of letdown for in the series. But you can also get Arkham City Game of the Year Edition and Arkham Asylum, both Fiverr. They're both very good games. Arkham Asylum being one of my favourite games. It was actually my first Xbox game that I ever got. So it's a nice little game. Child of Light, single player, and has local co-op. But local co-op isn't online, so just put that into consideration. be willing to use the same network with your friends or whatever. Okay, so this is the style of it. It's a nice indie game. Young girl from 1895, Australia. It's all kind of it's like a fairy tale type game. It's a little RPG, female protagonist, great art, fantasy. 76. Oh, this is the... Never mind. What was it? They want this game, and no one has it. It has full controller to it, which is a nice one, because I think it was carried over from console, so that was to be expected anyway. But I haven't been following this game, so I don't know anything about it basically. Next, we have Kerbal Space Program. A nice little game, a nice fun game. Space is a nice sandbox space simulation game that revolves a lot around its physics engine. It's still early access. You can get the demo, and I've played the demo in my friend's house. It is probably the most fun I've ever had with a demo, besides The Darkness 2. It is an amazing game, but it's just that price tag is quite high. You know, it's not much of a... It's on Linux and Mac, that's nice. Especially Linux. I've used Linux right now for the time being. But it didn't go down too much at all, really, so, you know. It's alright. It's actually a very good game. It's one of the best games on Steam, in my opinion. One of the most noticeable games on Steam, actually. But I just don't like it too much. Well, I do, but, you know, it's... Basically, what you do in it is you build a rocket, try to get into space, and then you get to fly it, then you get to, like, float around space. There's not much to it. It's a nice little indie, early access game. Alright, next we have A Realm Reborn, the new Final Fantasy MMO game, and it's kind of annoying me, because the other online game was god awful, and this you're paying a tenner, not much of it, it's only going down by 10, and that only includes 30 days. You know, you're paying a tenner for 30 days of game time. That's it. Then you have to go ahead and pay like 20 euros for 2 months or whatever. You know, it's ridiculous, and it's annoying me. 83 though. It's a very good MMO. It won a few awards. The best MMO, best MMO awards. It has like nice creative beasts and stuff like that, as you might imagine from the series. And it has all the series' nice little creatures and stuff characters and stuff. Alright. Next, we are moving on to the last game here, which is Bioshock Infinite. Probably one of the best games here, on sale, $7.49. It's very nice, triple pack. I recommend that a lot more, because except for Bioshock Infinite or Bioshock 2, get rid of that game. Just if they had the DLC as well, that'd be really nice. The DLC is really good. This, in my opinion, is has one of the best soundtracks. I don't know why it isn't here. Very story rich. It's single player and has a nice art style to it, sort of comic-y, but it doesn't have any multiplayer. So you're buying this game for a single player only. It also has DLC. Burial at Sea episode 1 and 2 are very good. They really expand off the game and give you more of an insight into the making of, into Rapture and stuff like that, and into the very end of the game. You'll see what I mean if you complete the game and get Burial at Sea. But it's kind of... The name might give you a clue anyway. 94 Metacritic score, that's good. And doesn't have a demo or anything, but you know, your PC has to be fairly high, spec-wise, obviously, to be able to run this game. At the lowest, I'd say a GTX 650 or something. I don't know. I'm just talking rubbish here. Now we go on to flash sales. The Testament of Sherlock Holmes, €4. This is going to be awful, god awful, I'm sure. The adventure detective point and click puzzle. I'm sure it's very point and click and very puzzle focused. The only thing with this game is, it's cheap, but it won't be very high quality. Jack the Ripper's, that game I think was a very good game in my opinion, but that was the only good game in the series and the only game that really appealed to me. It was out like when I was getting my Xbox in 2009. The only thing with this series is it's quite clunky graphics wise and stuff like that, and they had this weird thing, I don't know, this weird kind of thing with the AI. I don't know if they still have it, they might have sort of developed on it, like developed something for it, but they didn't add AI movement to Watson, so he sort of worked or moved like Slender Man, in that he didn't actually move, he moved every time you weren't looking, so that's kind of creepy. It's very creepy, but it's an okay game. For the price, I'd imagine it's it's alright. €4. Sorry, what's the Metacritic score? Let's check out this. 73, fairly high for that kind of game. Next, we have car game, a relatively new game. Relatively new kind of racing crash derby type game. Racing destruction, is very focused on destruction, simulation, and driving. You're very focused on driving too. Yeah, but their destruction is a massive thing in this, as it's crash. Yeah, it's a derby thing. You'd expect that, and you'd also expect it to have a good physics engine, and it does. That's something it really does have going for it. Has this cool kind of demo track here to just test the physics engine and stuff. That's very nice. They had that in the demo, which isn't available here. Just fit like that price tag, $14.39. I wouldn't buy that, but you know me, I don't. Well, you don't know me, but because I'm new. But what was it? I'm playing very safe on Steam, so I wouldn't buy that. I can't buy it anyway. Look at that, 10.19 early access game. Just note that as well. And note the biggest thing, it doesn't have multiplayer, it's single player only, so you're only going to be playing with AI. I don't know if it's bad or not, it might be, it's just because it's just an indie game, it's early access, so I don't know what to expect with this game. Okay, The Secret World, next. It's an MMO, but it doesn't have a monthly fee, it doesn't have a monthly subscription. You don't need to top up every month like Final Fantasy. It's made by EA. Creepy. It has a nice rich story for an MMO, and that's really saying something. Its graphics are okay. I just clicked on something. Cthulhu. It has nice beasts and stuff like that, and again, it has a nice story. It's overall it's a very nice MMO game with bad combat, very bad combat. 74 Metacritic score. Move on quickly. Oh yeah, and it's only $11.99. Yeah, I hate that. But you're not going to be paying a monthly fee, so you shouldn't care. I'm sorry. Okay, next we have Infested Planet. 7.49. It's a strategy game with no multiplayer, co-op, or nothing. It's basically you're defending something. Command a team of 5 elite soldiers against an alien horde of 100,000. Yes, you're trying to hold up off these alien forces. It's not a standout game in the strategy genre, believe me. Strategy, action, indie, top-down, sci-fi. It's top-down, so it's not going to work like XCOM or anything. 75 Metacritic score. It's alright. I wouldn't go for it though, because I don't like strategy, as you might have noticed, or I might have told you. Okay, and that's it for the flash sales. Now we're moving on to the last thing, community choice, and that's today. It is, or at this time, it's female protagonist. Starts in the next one. A bunch of flash sales start and community sales start in 6 hours. Gianna Sisters of Dreams, it's Gianna Sisters Twisted Dreams. Okay, it's a nice little The graphics are very nice for an indie game. Platformer, indie, action, female protagonist, and yeah, I'm sorry, I don't mean to hit on indie games for having bad graphics or pixelation or whatever. It's just something that kind of annoys me sometimes, but yeah, it's alright. Metacritic score of 77. Get the demo if you don't, if you just want to try it out. I'm sure that has a lot in it. But moving on. Next is They Bleed Pixels, a difficult pixelated platformer indie game. It's very cheap for what it is. It doesn't have a demo with it though. A lot of Steam achievements. That's actually very nice. I haven't really been covering the Steam achievements there. I should do that overall. It's only single player only, but it has full controller support. That's nice. 74 Metacritic score. That's even better. But it's very difficult. It's a difficult game. It's going back to the roots of bloody pixelated games, basically. So yeah, whatever. But next, okay, in my opinion, the best game on sale today, Tomb Raider, €5. You're getting this masterpiece for that very little price. I could have got it for 12 last year. Oh yeah, that was a big savings for me, wasn't it? Well, yeah, it was, because if not, I would have been spending like 50 on it, or 30. So that was big actually, for what it is. Okay, but epic action adventure female protagonist, epic, and it should have story rich here because it's very good. It's a very good story game. It also has multiplayer. It's only a $5. That's amazing. Its multiplayer is plays out a lot like Uncharted 3's multiplayer. And that's just people just frolicking all over the map, trying to kill each other with bad aiming. No, it's alright. But yeah, it's very good. 86. It's the best in the series. The graphics are superb. It really benchmark your system. It's a good benchmark for any system, basically. Okay, moving on to the last game on this list, Mirror's Edge. Another very good game by EA Dice. It's only $2.49. I got this a few weeks ago. It was on sale before the sale. The Steam summer sale started like a good few weeks before it. 81. It's not very story rich. The story's only 5 hours long. And yeah, it's very parkour. It's all about parkour. The story's quite cheesy as well. It's quite bad in my opinion. In my opinion, but it's good. It's only single player only, but there's full controller support. Oh, partial and full. Okay. Doesn't make too much sense to me. The graphics are very nice because it's by Dice. You'd expect that. 2008, 2009. I think it's 2008. It's very early 2009, so maybe that's when it came out on PC. Yeah, Dying Light is a lot like that actually. It's a very stylized game, but again, it has a very bad story. And well, the story's okay. It has quite a bad ending. So just don't worry about that. Okay, the community choice. Next games coming out could be pixel graphics, hardcore. Yes, Bit Runner. It's not Runner 2, which in my opinion is a lot better, but that might be only 80 cents. So yeah, that's great. A lot of these games are going to be very cheap, very cheap. One sec. Sorry. Story rich, female protagonist, Mass Effect 2, Dragon Age Origins. That game's going to be great. Gone Home and The Walking Dead, that was on sale last Friday. All of these games are very good, so that's why I picked them. All kind of story, all kind of decision focused, most of them. Mass Effect and The Walking Dead, that is season 2, and season 1 might be on sale cheaper then as well if that wins for later. All right. Last but not least, the last thing we're going to do today is deals of the day. My deals of the day are Bioshock Infinite and Tomb Raider. I was gonna say Global Offensive. That's what I said last time, but no. Nah, it's actually because it's not like didn't go down too much. Just it's quality wise and gameplay wise, it's an amazing game. Alright, so I'll see you tomorrow for the next deals. Actually, I might not have it up. I might not be doing a video tomorrow because I'll be away, but you know, I'll try my best. Alright, until next time. Sorry about that. Until next time, goodbye.